Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Breakfast Before the Bell. I'm your co-host, Tom Wolverton, along with Dan Nunez. And today, we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Corey McKinney, Assistant Principal of Passaic High School. Welcome, Dr. McKinney.
Thank you for having me.
Well, the purpose of our show is to get to know each other, break some bread together, and just get a more positive image for our school, our community, and maybe have some fun while we do it. But speaking about bread, I would like to thank our sponsors, La Flor de Puebla. They're located here in Passaic at 174 Market Street, and you can find all kinds of stuff over there. They do custom cakes, desserts, danishes, donuts, conchas, cookies. And what we have today is, Dan, hopefully I'm going to say it right, mantecadas?
That is correct.
Mantecadas,
okay.
which is a nice yellow cake. It's a muffin, and definitely got, it's sweet. Oh, that's nice. And I always ask our viewers for forgiveness while we talk with our mouths full.
Yeah, that's not really good manners, but...
So, let's see. How about we, what do you think we should do? Start them off with something simple?
Yeah.
Do you know the circumference of the moon?
I do not.
All right. Well, let's go down to third grade level questions. So, Dr. McKinney, where did you grow up?
I grew up in this wonderful city that we're in now, Passaic.
Okay.
I'm from a part of Passaic that people from Passaic identify as Toe Town because it's the bottom. I grew up on 3rd Street here in the city of Passaic. Anybody from 3rd Street that you know?
I grew up on Paulson Ave, sorry.
Oh, so you had a little more money than my family, but it's okay.
Well, you know, that's, but look where we end up now.
Yeah, we go.
Spilling coffee on the table and you having mantecadas. That's very good.
You spilled the coffee, not me, right?
I did, yes.
Okay,
That's
good.
all right. That's,
All right.
I do that to my viewing audience to prove that I'm human and to make Dan look really, really good.
Damn, Mr. Excitement over here.
So does a lot of your family stay in Passaic, or?
I still have quite a
You
few.
kinda-
We spread out, but there's still quite a few McKinneys in Passaic. I have my oldest sister. She lives on Burgess Place.
Okay.
My sister, after her, she still lives in the projects where we did some time growing up. And I have a couple of uncles on Madison. So yeah, we're still in Passaic. We're still
Okay.
known in Passaic.
How about sports? Did you play any sports while you were growing up in Passaic, aside from maybe street ball or?
I'm glad you mentioned that because street ball was the only thing that I can play because of the timing it took. Being from Toe Town, I went out for football every year, freshman, sophomore. I didn't junior and senior, but I made the team freshman and sophomore year, but I would quit because I needed to work to bring that money down to Toe Town, so.
You know, that's, I mean, our sponsor, Dan works,
Yeah.
his family's bakery, I mean, a lot of our students, and I think,
It builds character, struggle builds character.
yeah, it does, and I think as teachers, we also need to understand that. Sometimes I wish we'd get more kids in the after-school program or something, but you know what?
High schoolers work.
You gotta put food on the table, you gotta help pay the bills, and things are getting a lot more expensive now.
Oh, yeah. Definitely now.
So,
But yeah, no, so I went out just to be, I always stayed connected to all the teams, the football and the basketball team primarily, but the players of both teams and I were always friends. But after school, I would leave and go to work.
okay.
Make
Any memorable job?
I washed pots at St. Mary's in Beth Israel.
Farnese's Bakery. I did it for 2 weeks
Oh, really? Only 2 weeks?
because I wanted to buy a Garcia 300 fishing reel, and it cost $20, and I was getting paid $10 a week. Okay, so I washed pots
$10 a week. Whoa.
for 2 weeks, and I quit, and I went fishing.
You couldn't have been able to afford the fishing reel with 2 weeks' pay.
It was $20, yeah. It was
Yeah.
$20.
Oh, wow,
The
okay.
reel was $20, and it was a Garcia 300. Ah, no, I no longer have that.
Well, I was able to save up and buy my first car working at a hospital. So by junior year, I purchased my car, which was, as some of my friends said, better than many of my friends' parents' car.
Ah, good. Ask him that question. What's a good follow-up question? What kind of car was it?
You missed the excitement this guy had. I had a 1977 Buick Regal Limited, special edition. It was nice with chrome mag wheels on it. So to be 17 in this high school, loads of tickets because parking was what it is today. But yeah, white with crushed velvet, burgundy interior. That thing.
1972 Monte Carlo, hardtop.
Similar
Yes, very
bodies.
similar styles.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. So let's go into education a little bit.
Okay.
Since we're in the high school and you
My
have to
alma
be one of our
mater, yes.
assistant principals. How did you get into education?
Well, to be honest, it didn't happen here in Passaic High School. It happened on the yard of William Patterson, where I started my undergrad. After my second year, I got turned on to education and the fact that it was a major. I was introduced to a major, African, Afro-American, and Caribbean Studies. But then the question is, what am I going to do with this knowledge of African Studies? So I coupled that major with secondary education, and then it just took off from there.
History?
Yeah.
Nice. I figured that would be
Yeah.
kind of the connection there.
So yeah, that was my start on William Patterson's campus.
I was just going to pass it to Dan, but he just took a mouthful, so I'm gonna come back a little bit so you can ask your the education question that I'm sure is probably stirring back there. Seton Hall.
That was my last stop.
Okay, go Pirates. I'm a Seton Hall. Got my master's there.
The Hall, yes.
And what's happening this Saturday with Rutgers, with their basketball team?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
That is right. Correct. Okay.
So we'll see what
And it's
happens.
definitely going to be a good game because both teams are they're ready.
Yep.
Both
yep.
teams are ready, so I'm looking forward to that.
Good.
Going for the Pirates, though.
Yeah, me too. And any questions regarding education for Dr. McKinney? Dr. McKinney?
So, Dr. McKinney, is it?
It is now, yes.
So what are you a doctor of?
Well, Dan, right? It's a doctor of education, and it's the terminal degree. I mean, it's the final degree, which means there's no degree higher than this in education, and that's what I currently hold. It's more of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not an actual literal, in a literal sense, but I am operating on my students each time I interact with them.
Ooh, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Any other good follow-up questions?
No.
No? All right, that's all right. Okay. Let me just make sure, there is a thing that we do here, it's called rapid fire, but there is a question I want to ask you first. Family.
Oh, I love my family, yes.
How important is family?
Family over everything. It's extremely important. My son, my oldest, he's my son, he was just up for Thanksgiving, so it was a little sad last week. When was thinking? 2 weeks ago last week, when he flew back to California, but he was just up here and it just made that whole Thanksgiving experience the best. I say that because the Thanksgiving prior, he did not make it up.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a hit or miss when he's gonna make it up here, so the fact that he was up here this Thanksgiving made this Thanksgiving that much more memorable, so yeah.
Listen, I'm right there with you. There's a couple tears ducks want to work on me right now.
Hold them back, but yeah.
Family is
It's
really
everything.
where it's at, and I know as an educator, family extends into the school environment.
Oh, yeah.
We build relationships with our students, and we help them along, which also helps us along, and we are ready for
Rapid fire. This guy gonna be shooting the questions at me? Cause I can.
I don't know if you can read the handwriting that was written, but
cannot.
you can't.
cannot?
Nope, it's in script. We're gonna have to address that somewhere.
Yeah, we have to bring that
future.
back. We really have to bring it back.
We have 10 questions for you that we would like you to answer as fast as possible. Okay? Try not to say pass. We're gonna get you going here. Are you ready?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Did Mike Harmon have anything to do with these questions?
Possibly.
Uh-oh,
Mike,
uh-oh,
have you anything to do with these questions? Yes or no, Mike? Let's take a look. Up. He's going to give us an answer. You can see his answer right up there. Possibly. There it is.
Oh, okay, okay.
What did he say?
No.
Our cameraman was in the way. Okay, all right. So here we go. If you can live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh, that's a rough question. Someplace warm and tropical.
Okay.
One of the islands.
Tinsel or string popcorn?
Tinsel. I have no idea what that is, though.
You don't know what tinsel is. We're going to come back to that.
Okay.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
This Christmas.
That's the name of the movie?
It is.
Oh, we're going to have, have you ever seen that one? I haven't
And there's a song that
How about
Chris
that
Brown
Christmas?
also.
Oh, this Christmas.
This
This
Christmas.
Christmas. I just watched the, what do you call it one?
Home Alone.
No. It's a new one. Oh, Mr. Harmon wouldn't like it. It's Ed Murphy just put it out.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
bad.
I heard about
Wife
it.
and I got through it. Anyway, rapid fire. Do you enjoy horror films?
I do. They're so predictable, and I have yet to find one to scare me.
Okay. Do you like hats?
I do, and I need them, but yes.
I agree. What's the second letter in your license plate?
Why?
Because that was one of my questions.
Why?
Manual or automatic transmission?
I currently have, well, actually, my car's both.
Which
but
you prefer?
I prefer a manual.
Okay. Sweet potatoes or yams?
Sweet potatoes.
Harley Davidson or BMW?
Harley.
And single-breasted or double-breasted suits?
This day and age is single.
I agree.
I have a couple double breasted that are
I do too.
outdated.
I try to take them out, and my wife's like, no.
They're coming back, right? She
They
thinks.
look good.
Yeah.
They're just, anyway. Tinsel. We got to, before we end the
you
show.
talking about the
tinsel is
stuff
that
you put in the
little-
tree?
describe what tinsel is.
I don't know what a tinsel is.
You don't know what?
The stuff that go on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, the little
So
strands.
what does that have to do with popcorn?
Because you ever string popcorn for the holidays, you put it, instead of lights, you kind of put the popcorn around the tree?
Why?
you.
Decoration?
You're just wasting food.
Huh?
You're just wasting food.
Yeah, I'm with Dan on this one. Plus, one of the lovely things about my wonderful city, we have infestation issues. So if you string popcorn around your tree, it will be gone in the morning. You have a whole lot of different things taking place. So we didn't do stuff like that, no.
I noticed you have your Masonic pin on. It's also the same symbol that's on back of my ring.
Why is that on your ring?
Underneath. This is my grandfather's ring
Ah.
from Annapolis. He graduated, but he was also a Mason. So, anything you can share about the Masons that might help us just learn a little bit more, or what does it mean to you?
Well, what it means to me, similar to you, is my grandfather was a Mason and my father was a Mason. So it just seemed quite natural. It's something that piqued my interest at an early age. Why are they walking out of here in these black suits and white aprons? And then when I realized that Masons are a group of people who just work behind the scenes to do positive things for the community, I said that's something I want to be a part of.
Okay, fantastic.
That's what it means to me.
All right, Dr. McKinney, certainly, thank you for your time this morning.
It's been my pleasure. It's been interesting.
We just want to continue these conversations with other people in the faculty, teachers, students, et cetera. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, La Florida Puebla, located at 174 Market Street, where you can get some excellent, and I got to look at my cheat sheet, mantecadas.
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 Con mantequilla.
Until next time, I'm Tom Wolverton, and you are?
I am Daniel Nunez.
And thank you for tuning in, and hope you have a great week. And
And happy holidays.
Happy
'cause it's-
holidays is coming up,
It's
isn't
coming
it?
up. This is the
All right.
season.
All right, well,
For the tinsel with the popcorn.
with tinsel and string popcorn. That's a wrap.
Thank you, thank you. That wasn't so bad.
No?
No, it wasn't bad
Okay.
at all.
We liked the B-roll afterwards, so like anything that you said.
Because it's very important to me. And you
I,
forgot all about it, so that's all right.
no, watch. This
No.
is the magic of TV.
No, you can't.
Mike?
We're done. We wrapped.
No,
Didn't he
no,
say this is a wrap?
no, hold on. Mike? Can we hit record again? And just go to a
How is that
three-shot?
possible?
It's post-production. Okay,
Oh, that's what you call that?
yeah.